Here's how I would reinvent this classic American retailer, JC Penney. Okay, before we get into it, let's just finish up the rest of the history of this brand so that it makes sense what my strategy is. So in the late 80s and 90s, they actually acquired a number of drugstores, including Thrift Drug, which eventually became Rite Aid. By the early 2000s, we were already starting to see a number of store closures. There were controversies about their online practices. This is really the point where JC Penney starts to struggle. In 2010, they were really facing a lot of hurdles, and by 2020, amidst the pandemic, they filed for Chapter 11. The company was purchased by Brookfield Property Partners and Simon Property Group, who purchased it for $800 million, $300 million in cash and $500 million in acquired debt. They managed to survive the pandemic, and they did keep a number of stores open, but they also did have to close hundreds more. There's been a lot of change to leadership too. They originally hired Ron Johnson from Apple, as well as Marvin Ellison, who is now the CEO of Lowe's. Neither of them could save the retailer, which means to me that they're not making drastic enough or innovative enough changes. So they're going back to their department store roots, which is not that surprising. But retail in general is experiencing a reckoning right now, and only a few, I think, will actually survive in their current state. The last thing they should be doing is sticking with an outdated model. So what would I do with it? I was given this as a strategy project. The first thing I would do is look outside of their world and find new and innovative territories that we can explore. What's not serving their customers right now, but is still profitable? Now, if you saw this segment by Jamie Oliver, you would know that dollar stores are actually extremely profitable right now. And most of the big players, which are Dollar Tree and Dollar Store, are making in the billions of dollars in revenue. Coincidentally, though, a lot of their customer base is complaining about the lack of experience within the retail environment, that a lot of times it's very sloppy, everything's sort of strewn around, there's not a lot of customer service. I think there's huge opportunity in this. There's a few key areas that I think there's opportunity for growth for them. The first one is with value-oriented merchandising. They could even open up a bakery or even a butcher shop to, as an homage to their past, and compete with companies like Aldi on cost of food, which is something that's very needed right now. What Aldi does well is offer quality products, but at low cost prices. I think that's something that JC Penney could do well. They don't have to offer all of the things that a dollar store would, but I think that they could do very well to roll back some of the clothing that they offer and instead offer some other things like decor items or craft supplies or things that might actually make sense together and would fit the brand well. They could also offer private label brands the way that Trader Joe's does or the way that Costco does with their Kirkland brand. And I would definitely take a page from Aldi's playbook. There's no reason that a discount retailer can't have a better, more welcoming experience like this. I mean, something better than this. This could be Marshall's, this could be Ross, hell, this could be Nordstrom Rack. There's just nothing different about this. Another great reference point are the Magnolia section at Target. This is definitely something that they could do, even with discount merchandise. Or IKEA's strategic layout, which actually encourages exploration and enhances the overall experience of the shopper. As you can see from other TikTokers who have posted videos like this, dollar stores are really not cutting it, and this is an industry that could really use a little bit of that golden rule. Speaking of, I think that JC Penney should also get involved more with the communities that their stores are in. That could mean showcasing local or regional products. It could also mean getting involved with community-centric programs, starting a Golden Rule initiative, helping to bring that kindness and, actually deliver on the values of the brand within the cities that they have stores. That leadership is trying everything that they can to save this retailer. I think a company like this with so much rich heritage, there's a lot on the line, and there's a lot of jobs and people on the line here too. I just think that they're going to need to get a little bit more innovative. What do you guys think?